Charlie's in the grid up there. Update him Manndium list. He ain't been here in a while, but we're gonna get him back on there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead because we was playing. I had to clap him up a little bit, but it was all good.
The matches were pretty decent.
They were very good.
One of the cards that I didn't know was that good in this deck was this one.
Yeah, this card I don't like.
I usually used it as an extender just to like kind of get through cross sheep lines, but like in the voiceless matchup, it's actually been really good to try and just like hold your stall at board state.
Yeah, because the towers can't get over this card.
Yeah, like it's just you just beat over the guy because he goes back to his normal attack. I only played 2 of this card. It is arguably like the best normal summon in the deck because it searches the Monster Reborn and it draws a card if you special it. But like the reality of it is
look at Birdman over here. He's getting cooked. With pizza on his face.
I just won 3 of mine in a row.
You still got pizza on your face.
Don't worry, I'm coming over to stop that.
But yeah, no, it searches the Monster Reborn. I just didn't want to break on too many normal summons, and this felt like the weakest one. Obviously, 3 of this card. You don't play the other ones because they're bad. 3 of this card because this card is now infinitely better with the Synchro 6. 3 of this card because it's the extender in the deck if you open visas and then 2 visas.
So what if you like, do you like 3 over 3 of this? Or
so there's some lists that are playing
that?
3 and 3. You want to try and max out on as many of these as possible. In reality, I didn't like this guy as much because once you've searched the Reborn spell, it's just not as good. I've also cut down on the Scareclaw engine to add more non-engine. You'll see that I'm only playing 3 of this card as like the mainstay hand trap of the deck. Sorry, as like the non-engine because like you don't want to play tuners because it conflicts with one of the field spells, and the tuners cause issue when it comes to these being light monsters. So trying to find space to cut down for the non-engine is the important part.
You're good.
3 Fenrir for more non-engine. This also like searches your entire Scareclaw line because it searches you this guy. So this is kind of an extender or a way for full combo. Plus like ending with like a Fenrir plus Barone when you're interrupted is not bad. 1 terraforming, 1 draw 2 spell. I don't like this card a whole lot. The times I have seen it, I've almost never searched it. It's always one of the first cards I side out. 1 Rhoda, and then 3 Calarium, 1 of the Tier field spell, and then 2 of the Scareclaw field spell. So this card is really just here to search this guy. Weirdly enough, in the Tier matchup, when it comes to the meta, they can trigger this shuffling their own guys back so you can pop a card. So it has utility. Like I said, this card kind of fucks up your light count, so like playing Joel as the non-tuner hand trap is almost important. If you had to change this out, it would probably be Nib. The only other hand trap you can really play. 1 Obsession, I like this at 1 because it's searchable, and it's usually what you're searching over the trap going second.
Yeah.
But when
so it's push through boards.
Yeah, when I played more, I usually sided the other ones out. So like playing 1 it just felt correct. 2 Arrival, 1 Counter Trap, 1 Called By, and then 3 Droplets, 2 Talent, 2 Infirm. These can be literally anything. I feel like Droplet and Called By are kind of mandatory, but that's the non-engine spells and traps.
You only have, there's only 1 here, Jake. That was it.
No, I was giving you to play the deck, fool.
I'd rather play.
Oh, you know what, go home.
Main deck counts 41.
41? We want to 50 next time. You're good.
Tokens, shout out, stay classy.
So beautiful.
These are Phantasm Gaming tokens. I don't even know if they're still in business. Striker tokens, because I have them.
Animal with these tokens.
You gotta have enough to fill up both boards because if you're playing the Calamities, 2 Astrolaud, 1 Barone, 1 Chaos Angel, 1 Dispatcher. A lot of people are playing Changing because the trap can banish itself on your opponent's turn to trigger the Changing to shuffle 3 back. So you have like a guaranteed trigger. But at times where I would make a Changing, I almost ever wanted it to be Baron.
Eventually.
Or a Chaos Angel. I don't have an SP in this list. You'll see these are the other synchros. I'll explain this one in a second. Just lay these out here because I don't want you to think that I have it, and I don't. Because the SP's not here because I like Unicorn's discard a little more. And a lot of the time where I would commit 2 monsters to SP, it would get interrupted. There's a lot of times as well where like SP can be played in this, don't get me wrong, I just did not feel it was necessary. I think the card I would change over the SP is probably this, but I liked this card a lot in sense of like, if you're playing against fire, you can summon this guy instead of this or this, and when the Promethean Princess bring it back, or they want to pop this, whatever, you can almost always deal a ton of damage with this, guaranteed, or bait interaction. And having an extender, because usually when you make the 8, you have another line to either make a 10 or the cross sheet play with the Astrolabe. It's just this card baited a lot more interaction than an SP would, because the SP doesn't really do a whole lot when you commit 2 monsters and don't get any value out of it when it's interrupted. But yeah, that was the extra. Also, we play this card because we don't have a whole lot of attributes. You can see dark, 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 earth, so you get 1 pop on access code. But this card plus an Astrolabe on board is 9k damage if Astrolabe didn't pop anything. So
swing effects, glitch, swing, old school.
That's all the extra deck. I really don't think I would change anything. I considered playing a second Baron over this guy, just because when Bear gets interrupted, sometimes you can make a second one out after you like try and rebuild the board. But the reality is I would probably just play Chaos Angel over the Chain Gang. The side deck, I feel like it's very generic and not very well thought out. But you play 3 of this card because I like this card a lot. That's, yep. And then 3 of this card because Branded is a real deck. And sometimes, like we were just talking about, ashing the pre-prep and stuff like that just kind of wins you the game. 3 of this card because we don't like Runic Stun. Yeah, that's pretty much really all I can say about that one. Because like this card, it also hurts you. Yeah, it also really hurts you, but like you really don't want to die to Runic Stun. And then 3 evenly matched because I feel like it's the best removal in the game at the moment.
Yeah, no one's respecting this card.
Yeah. Especially because like you don't need your battle phase to kill them, if that makes any sense.
So you crack the board, set your board up, wiping everything but 1 card.
Yeah.
And then you Baron pop it, just goes.
To Heartbeat, this card is searchable on the Aritama. And since he counts himself as visas on field, this is a shuffle too. Or like even if you don't have a visas, you can just flip this and shuffle a card back into the deck, which I feel like is just better than Cosmic. And then the 1 MST, I saw this. I saw this in a Snake Eye profile where he was playing an MST on the side, and I was really looking for more background removal. I didn't want to play 3 of this card because it's searchable, and I didn't want to play Cosmic because I didn't want to play any time. I didn't want to play Twin Twisters because it doesn't get its full value. So MST is kind of where I landed. You can really do with this whatever you want. I just thought MST was cool.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, that's
and then when you activate it, tell them MST negates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're in there. Thank you for your time, G.
Like a spider on your shoulder makes your skin crawl.